I often look up into the night sky and question what else is out there, a feeling I'm sure many of you have likely shared. Well, in my research, I attempt to answer a small part of this question by determining if our closest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, has a transiting exoplanet. The reason I've chosen Proxima Centauri, or Proxima, is it's the closest star to our Sun at 4.2 light years away. This makes it the most viable candidate for future exploration missions, and potentially our best look at an exoplanetary system within the near future. It's known to have 2 planets in orbit around it already. Even though this is the closest star to our Sun, there is still so much more we can learn about the system. If we know so little about our closest stellar neighbor, we can only begin to imagine what else is out there in the universe. I mentioned the term transit before. Transits are one method we use to look for planets outside of our own solar system. Transits are when a planet passes in front of its host star, blocking some of the light from the star. This causes a decrease in brightness, which we can view by looking at light curves of different planets. Transits help us identify if there's a planet present, but also help us learn more about the planet itself. The problem is it's hard to find small planets in light curves without knowing exactly when to look. So instead of starting with transits, we can start by looking at the planet's gravitational pull on the star. We all know that the Sun gravitationally pulls on the planets around it, but the planets actually pull on the star a little bit itself. This causes the star to wobble a little bit. We can view this wobble as shifts in the color of light when viewing the star. From this wobble, we can build a model to determine the orbital parameters of the planets around it. This is how Proxima d, the planet I'm interested in, was initially detected in 2022. By gathering archival data from multiple instruments over multiple years, I've created a model that constrains the orbital parameters better than any currently published models. With this, we can start looking for transits themselves. Now that we know exactly when to look in the light curves within a 4-hour window, we can definitively determine if Proxima d transits. If it does, this will help us determine things about the planet itself, such as whether or not the planet has an atmosphere. Even if the planet doesn't transit, this will still help us narrow down some parameters of the planet itself. All of these will help us learn more about Proxima d to answer questions such as how Earth-like it is. By continuing to study Proxima d, we can help to learn how similar it is to our own planet. This in turn adds another piece of the puzzle, helping us answer the question of what else is out there when we look up into the night sky.